The world title fight. It's been suggested that it's going to be Jamie McDonnell for his WBA belt. Can you shed any light on that? Is it nearly done? Get in there? Not done? Done? Let us know, Paul.
Yeah, as what I'm hearing, it's close. Apparently contracts have been sent out, so hopefully they can get signed and sent back to us, and I'll 100% be signing it.
And he knows when it is. Look at his face. Any sort of idea when it might be? I mean, we're looking this side of the summer, or
yeah, I think this side of the summer.
Oh,
but
good.
No month or date set, anything yet. But hopefully it can be made.
Have you sparred with him? I know that
No.
overlap. Never sparred with him.
Never sparred with him. I've been down to watch him spar with lads that we've had in the past, but I've never stepped a foot in a ring with him myself.
Good fight, very hard fight.
Oh, it's a fantastic fight. You know, we love domestic fights. This is a domestic fight at the world level, and you've got Jamie McDonnell, who's been a revelation since he's been a champion.
7 world title fights,
and he's done it the hard way. He's had some really hard scraps away from home, and he's been underrated. And then you've got Paul Butler, who's one of, if not the most naturally gifted talents we have in the country. But I've said that from day one.
Yeah.
So and it's a hard fight, and it's hard for to pick a winner. I know how much I'm a fan of Paul Butler, and it is because there's two contrasting styles there. And
he's a big boy, isn't he? I mean, he's big boned, and there's been talk about him moving up. I know he sparred with Scott Quigg, who used to obviously be at Joe Gallagher's with you briefly. He sparred with Scott Quigg a couple of years ago, and he was he's a big old lump, and he was talking then about moving through the weights.
Yeah, he's been talking of it for a while.
Yeah.
Talking of going up a weight for a while. I thought after his last performance he definitely would go up.
Yeah, I did too, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, because that wasn't a great performance. He got out the ring and thought he'd breezed it, but everyone else thought different. So if he's staying at bantamweight, I think it's either me or Solis, which has been ordered.
And you need this fight, don't you, really? I mean, because you had that sort of run of world title fights, and you had that run of high-profile, quick stoppages, and it's been 6 or 7 wins since the Tete fight, which seems a long time ago now. And I'm not saying you've lacked motivation, but it's clear sometimes in fights that you're switching off a little bit. Is that a fair comment, Paul?
Definitely. I think last year was a frustrating year for me. Start of the year, we had a win, and then I had the final eliminator, and I struggled to make weight. So it's been a stop-start.
Because your body wasn't in it?
I just couldn't physically do it anymore. I remember lying on my landing that morning thinking I can't physically do this weight no more, it's time to go up. Tried to get it off my hardest, but when it's time, your body tells you it's time to move up. So
you just get to that point, you get to 26, 27, 28, and weight is harder. The older you get, Barry, it is just naturally harder to shift those 1.5 and 2 and 3 pounds.
I can see that you filled out the bit. Shoulders, you look
solid,
bigger now.
Solid,
When you won the world title as a bantamweight, you were small. I was always worried. I thought the skill was no problem, but because Stuart Hall was so big and strong, that was always the issue. You obviously won in a great performance, but now you look like a bantamweight, and I don't think there's a problem there. It's just Jamie McDonnell is a huge bantamweight, but if he's struggling for weight. But listen, it's hard to give up a title. He's not going to go. Who wants to give away a title? You're a world champion, and you've been there, and that's why you're biting at the bit, because he's been there. He wants to go be there again.
So in some ways, when you get the concept that you're definitely going to fight for a world title sometime in the next 3 or 4 months, that gives you a new lease of motivation. It makes you get up a little bit zippier in the morning, get to the gym a little bit faster, and just put a little bit extra in.
Definitely. Makes you train that a little bit harder when you can see something at the end of the line. Obviously, you don't want to look past the 8th. Get the 8th out the way, and then we can push on towards a world title fight then, definitely.